In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to use these two buttons, move and rotate. But before we try these two buttons out, let's create a couple of shapes. So I've selected the rectangle and I'm going to make a couple of shapes around the area. Using the push-pull button, I'm going to extrude these shapes. Going back to the shape button, I'm going to put a circle on a couple of the sides. And then use the push-pull button to move these shapes either in or out. Now let's see if we can move these shapes around. By selecting the select button, click the whole shape so it appears all blue. We can use the orbit tool to make sure that it's all been selected and nothing else has been selected. And then we can select the move button, clicking on the shape we'd like to move, and we can move this around. Select button. Let's try this shape here. Triple click, move button, and move it to an area of your desire. Select button, triple click, and move this around. What happens if we want to move this object on top of here? The best way is to click the bottom corner so that you can lift it up and place it on top of your desired location. If you're unhappy, you can still move this as long as your shape is still illuminated in blue. Once unselected, you can no longer move it. Now let's try to move this object on top of here, but this time we want the circle to appear on the top without drawing a new circle. How can we achieve that? We can use the rotate button. First of all, by using the select, we can select the object that we want to rotate, making sure that all sides have turned blue. We now select on the rotate, and a protractor appears. The protractor will change to three colours: blue, to correspond with the blue axis, which is up and down, red to correspond to the red axis, and green to correspond to the green axis. Let's see what they do. The blue axis allows us to spin around in a 360 degrees, but that doesn't help us here as we want to move the circle onto the top. So we can try the red. There we go. We've moved the circle to the top. Let's just try the green and see what happens. It moves the other direction. But we didn't want the circle here. We wanted it on the top. So let's move that back. Using the move button, we can then pick up the object and move it to our desired location. Let's try that again. This time with this object here. If we press the select button, triple click it to make sure all sides have been selected. Now the rotate. Now the move. And we can lift that object up here. Let's just view what we've achieved. Why don't you pause the program here to experiment with these tools? Remember, if you make any mistakes at any point, don't panic. Go to Edit and press Undo Move. Or if you're happy what you've achieved, you can also go to Edit and Redo Move. Now you try.